Hello every ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be playing some Katawa Shoujo, and I am saying sorry in advance because I'm playing this while I'm very tired, so I will mess up a lot of what I'm going to say. And I'll try to cut off the weirdness. I don't know. Some people might not like it, but, you know, no promises. I never promise anything. So we're here. 58 minutes so far, wow. How do you paint without hands? See, I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet. I almost guessed that already, but isn't it hard to do that? You're good at guessing. Anyway, I didn't think it is, but maybe I'm used to it by now. I can't get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but seeing how adept she's at using her feet to eat, I figure painting might not be a problem either. Neither of us have anything more to add to the subject. The afternoon light looks pretty well too. I was afraid it would look too flat, but it's not like that after all. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I wanted to see what it looks like in dim light. Do you think it's flat? Well, paintings tend to be flat. Not like that flat, you know, flat. Like some people are. No substance. No meat where there should be some. I know a few girls who... Okay, I get it. But I couldn't really tell. I'm not that good with art. I can't name many artists or artistic terms. I know some... paintbrushes. So, I don't really have anything to say. Rin shrugs her shoulders at that saying, "Suit yourself," without saying it, and looks up at the sky as if trying to look for something up there. I don't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you'd give me a hand with the paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a... oh god, I don't know that word. Halogen? Sorry. I wanted to get a halogen lamp like the ones they have at the sports track, but there aren't any. Rin sure is quick to recruit my help, as was Shizune. It makes me really feel at the festival is such a big project that every pair of hands is needed. Why not? I'm not really sure if I can be of any help, though. It's just mixing some paints. You can do that, probably. Do you have motor control problems, like, you know, those people who have some? Cerebral palsy, maybe? Not that I know of. I get it. Art thinking has something to do with that. She gives me a sly look for no reason. No, it doesn't. Let's do it then. So she sits at an empty wooden box and very naturally picks up a wide brush between the toes of her bare right foot. I open a few of the cans and pour some of the contents into shower bowls for mixing. The thick paints flow lazily from the... I can hear walking upstairs. Excuse me? No, they just stopped, okay. The thick paints flow lazily from the can to the bowl, like syrup. I mix them, creating funny, hypnotic-looking swirl patterns that melt quickly into each other to form a new monotone hue. Rin sets to work, every now and then asking me for a hand with something or other. Finding different brushes is easy enough, but mixing the paints to the exact tone this girl is apparently seeing in her head is a frustrating ordeal. She wants precision down to the last millimeter before she's satisfied, but her instructions are obscure at the best. Add half a splash of green. I crouch down to pick up the can of bright green. The other green. This green. I carefully pour some of the other green paint in the mixing bowl. No, it's almost a whole splash. More white. Is green a good color to add? No idea. You're the artist here. A hint of a smile appears in the corners of her mouth. Do you lack an opinion? No, she said I have no idea. Why do they have to capitalize it? You don't capitalize that. It's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white. Like, am I supposed to yell that? Am I supposed to yell? It's okay! Because I just got an idea. Add more white. With this exclamation, I pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks more slightly whiter. That's not good. It has to be like the color when you wake up and you know you saw the meaning of your life in a dream but can't remember it. Maybe it's yellow. Despite the impossibility of mixing a color like the change of seasons, or any other nonsense that's being imposed on me, I find myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. Seeing a painting being born on the plastered wall feels like magic. I spend the moments I have between mixing paints crouching down on the paving and just looking at her work. It feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy, but Rin doesn't seem to mind the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. Her entire presence emits a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of other layers of paint, steadily moving her foot across the wall to add new shapes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us says a word for the longest time. And even those short discussions soon evolve into a shorthand, both of us developing and using weird impromptu code words for various paints and hues. As if there is some need to conserve words and breath and sound. Heard those are, cicadias? I'm pretty sure they're cicadias. I don't know how they pronounce it, but I know it's some kind of something. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly. That wasn't the passing of time. Oh. The sound of an alarm pulls me out of a fitful slumber and into the unpleasant state of wakefulness. I linger under the blanket for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up while making excuses as for why I already haven't. Excuse me? Moving positions? Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. School's surprisingly exhausting after a long... What? School's surprisingly exhausting after a long pause, and the culture shock still has not faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping classes is easy here, I don't think they are going to let me get away that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing on my neck with a talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part of gym classes at Yamaku, so I didn't get issued with a gym outfit. I'd ordered some to cover such a contingency, but wearing an old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way. A bit like me. After all, if I'm going to start taking care of myself, I can't afford to slack around. I'll start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape, along with what little I can to do to strengthen my heart. Maybe then I can go back to something approaching a normal life, or at least something where I'm less likely to fall over dead at any minute. That's not very good. You don't want to fall down dead. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. The prosthetic-legged girl who bowled me over in the hallway yesterday is running on the track lithely, like a half-mechanical gazelle. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy lope, but her prosthetic legs clasping... One second, I need to just... She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy lope, her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine, and the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog just like he is oppressing me. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health, his prompting me to do so. And even with the things being like they are, it's only because I wanted to get it out of the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempts to get in shape is merely a happy accident. I'd leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on her last lap. Oh, dear goodness, excuse me. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Good morning, your name is Sal, right? No, my name's... Mr. Nice Guy, right? One second, I need to see what my name is. No, it's not Volbeat. Ah! It's this! Oh! Oh ha ha! Yeah, it's Mr. Nice Guy 21107. And, oh wow, guys, look at that. Only 55 more views, and we're gonna have a 2,000 view spectacular special. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be something though. So yeah. She grins, seemingly pleased that she'd remembered my name. You may not remember me. Emmy, I knocked you over in the hall yesterday. How could I forget such a blunt introduction? Emmy has a decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that again. Well, so long as you don't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Great! I'm not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, it was actually you? That's right! I hit the mic there. I don't know if you noticed. You might have noticed. Probably made a big sound. No one's gonna like me, and Mom's not gonna feed me dinner, and... Oh. I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What are you saying? I don't look like I could be a spy? No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid he wouldn't have someone to watch me at my every move. Unless you were here to do exactly that. No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I'd seen a messy-haired transfer student who looks like he's kind of lost around the track. So why are you down here? Amy strikes a dramatic pose. Training! For what? Track. Ah, I see. You're on the track team then. Emmy nods enthusiastically. Wow. I want to be enthusiastic, but I'm stuck here making help me, they're gone right now, and help! I'm one of the better runners too. Help me right now, I think they're gonna kill me. And modest about it too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know. I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm just not into organized sports, you know? It's true, I never even really got that much into soccer. I mean, I'd run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Amy seems to understand my meaning. I see. Not into that whole organization thing. I feel like that's an insult, Emmy. I feel deep down like that's an insult. Why would you insult me like that? Why would you insult me so? But now that you're here, I guess we're gonna run together, huh? Yeah, sure, I guess. Emmy seems pleased. Well, that's all you want from a girl. You please her, she pleases you in the form of any kind of job you want. Except for, you know, getting a job, because apparently they live in the kitchen. I'm just kidding. That's sexualist, sexist. Don't talk about that. Especially not to your mom or a woman teacher. Or like a principal who is a woman. Because you might get in trouble. Just might. Or, I mean, they may not hear you because they're making a sandwich. No, I do not. I do not condone the use of sexism in my channel. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Oh no, you always should warm up. Bad his style. She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. Hey, but now we can hug each other and we'll be best friends forever. She laughs suddenly. Heck, I don't even have to stretch my... You guys get it? Because she doesn't have legs. Okay. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving the passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic. Let's go! So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emmy moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right? And something about hitting on the balls of your feet rather than the heels. I try to match my stride to Emmy's, but it's pretty difficult. Apparently, I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I pressed it, there we go. I'm not really feeling up to more than a couple of laps today, and slow to a walk pretty quickly. Oh, there we go, okay. Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah. I'm not in very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is you started, right? Next time you just have to try to hold out longer, and then longer, and longer, and eventually he'll be great, in bed. I'll keep that in mind, but I think right now I'm gonna go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Amy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I notice that she's not wearing a watch. You sure? I don't really care, the shrug. Not really, but I've gotta finish my routine. See you later, Sal. Yeah, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success. Did you guys hear that? Sex? Well, I want some of that successful sex. I'm just kidding. Or a failure, but I admit that I do feel slightly good about getting out there this morning. And like Amy said, I just need to keep at it in order and get better, right? Practice makes perfect, or something like that. At least it's nice to feel like I've taken some semblance over control of my own health. I'll have to try and keep this up. Oh, Sal's feeling healthy. Oh, look it, like, it advanced. Like last night it was only like the red in some of the picture. This looks really weird. I head back to the dorms and wash and change in my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. Okay, guys, that's enough. That's it. Kind of passed pretty fastly. Yeah. Passed really fast. How about that? I can rhyme anytime. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know. So, see you guys in the next episode. Please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do whatever the hell you want. I don't know. You can dislike if you want. See you guys later. Bye.